our dear friend, Professor Shin Ushiro from Kyushu University. And this is his second time talking at CARS. Now he's presenting about Japan National Reporting and Learning System. I hope a lot of friends is going to join this meeting. And you can know how the advanced in Japan national reporting system, and we can compare it with our national system, but also our learning system from MOH. We will start the meeting with the prayer from Dr. Johnny. Please.
Okay, terima kasih Dr. Hani. Dear Professor Sin, usually we start our meeting with praying.
Yes and no. Yes.
I'm sorry, I will take
No.
in our religion Islam.
Mhm.
Teman-teman sekalian, baiklah seperti biasa kita buka acara kita dengan doa agar mendapat berkah dari Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Saya akan pimpin dengan cara Islam, mohon teman-teman yang selain Islam bisa menyesuaikan. Oke, kita mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan na'imin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu wa lakal syukru kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi azim sultanik. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami berkumpul malam ini dalam acara Knowledge Sharing Cars yang diikuti oleh seluruh rumah sakit dan surveyor Cars. Dan kami juga kedatangan tamu dari Jepang, Profesor Shin Ushiro. Ya Allah, berkati pertemuan kami ini, jernihkan hati kami dalam acara ini, cerdaskan otak kami, dan lancarkan lisan kami dalam melakukan diskusi. Ya Allah, berikan kesehatan juga kepada kami semua, baik peserta maupun pengurus dari Cars ini. Ya Allah, mudah-mudahan KARS tetap dapat eksis menjadi lembaga yang melaksanakan akreditasi rumah sakit dalam rangka menjaga mutu dan keselamatan pasien di rumah sakit di seluruh Indonesia. Ya Allah, tunjuki kami jalan yang lurus dan tetapkan kami berada di jalan yang lurus itu. Ya Allah, tunjukkan pula jalan yang salah dan hindarkan kami dari jalan yang salah. Hanya kepadamu ya Allah kami memohon dan meminta, karena Kau adalah pengabul semua doa. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Okay.
Yes, dear friends, the next is the opening speech from our director, executive director, Dr. Sutoto MKes Fisqua. Please, if you want.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, distinguished speaker, Professor Shin Ushiro, esteemed colleagues, and all participants. It is a great honor and privilege for me as a chairman of the CARS to open this special session, Knowledge Sharing CARS. As you know that this webinar, a significant platform for advancing healthcare quality and patient safety and risk, brings together a brilliant mind from around the world to exchange knowledge and insight. Today, we are exceptionally fortunate to have with us one of the most respected figures in the field of patient safety and healthcare quality improvement, Professor Shin Ushiro, MD, PhD from Japan. Professor Shin Ushiro is a renowned expert whose groundbreaking contributions have greatly enriched the global understanding of healthcare system. This is not for the first time. We have had the privilege of learning from him. His previous session with us was highly impactful, and continues to resonate in our practices. We are deeply grateful that Professor Shin Ushiro has graciously accepted our invitation to join us once again and share his insight on the Japan National Reporting and Learning System. This topic holds immense importance as it addresses the critical aspect of learning from the incident to improve healthcare safety and outcomes. Japan's advanced reporting and learning system has set a remarkable example for the rest of the world, and we are eager to learn from Professor Shin Ushiro expertise in this area. On behalf of CARS and all participants, I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to Professor Shin Ushiro. Your presence here today demonstrates your unwavering commitment to fostering collaboration and sharing valuable knowledge that transcends borders. To all the participants, I encourage you to take full advantage of this exceptional opportunity, engage actively, ask questions, and apply this valuable insight to improve your healthcare system and ensure better patient safety outcome. With that, it is my great pleasure to officially declare this knowledge sharing of cash session open. Let us embark on this journey and learning and collaboration together. Thank you, and let us give a warm welcome to Professor Shin Ushiro. Thank you very much, Professor.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sutoto. Can I share the oh, nice. It's upside down. Sorry.
Nani.
Oh, okay. Now, can you please put Professor Shin Ushiro CV? Thank you very much. I also want to say that Professor Shin Ushiro is also with us at the board member of ISQA before, yeah. He's
Until now.
very
Until
active,
now.
very active everywhere. Until now in India, EAA. Yes. Thank you very much, Professor. Please have your time. Oh, 1 hour.
Okay, Dr. Hani, I have shared my video with you. So are you going to play the video on your end, or do I play the video on my side?
Yes, you can play on your side. Yes.
Okay, I will try.
Or do you want on our side? It's okay. Yes.
Okay. So Dr. Hani, do you see my video?
Yes.
It's large enough.
Yes, it's very good. Oh, it's large enough. It's
Okay, I'm
good. Picture is good.
okay. So before I start to play the video, so hello again, everybody. My name is Shinichiro, and thank you very much for kind introduction for me. And I'm really privileged and honored to be a part of this knowledge sharing cards for the second time. So on this valid occasion, I'm going to talk about National Reporting and Learning System. I touched on the system in my previous talk. However, on this occasion, I am going to give you the details of a reporting and learning system. So let's get started with my video.
Professor, maybe it's better from our side because we have the Indonesian translation already. Pak Indra, bisa nggak diputar yang kita, yang ada translate?
Okay. Yes, I stopped the sharing. So please play the video on your side. Great.
Sudah ada itu
Hello
ya?
everybody participating the event of knowledge sharing cars. I am Shinichiro of Kyushu University Hospital, Japan Council for Quality Healthcare, Accreditation Council member of ISQUA. Very nice to see you again. I said again because I joined knowledge sharing cars some time ago in delivering the latest topics on patient safety in my ongoing in my country. And on this valid occasion, I would like to focus on reporting and learning system that I slightly touched in previous talk. But on this occasion, I would like to talk about the details on the reporting and learning system. So let's get started. Well, before getting into my talk, I'm happy to share with you my latest activity on patient safety that took place in your country. I joined a conference and the doctoral course lecture on November 9th, those that were held by Brawijaya University in Malang in West Java. And at the end of my two talks, I included a slide to promote knowledge sharing cards that is taking place now. So that those of you who attended the conference and the doctoral lecture course, I would like to hello again to you, and welcome to Knowledge Cards event. So let's get started with my following slide. So first, self-introduction. I work in Kyushu University Hospital, and it's located in the city of Fukuoka, shown here. It's close to South Korea, and it's close to Shanghai of China. And Kyushu University Hospital is one of the oldest national university hospital in my country. The number of beds exceeds 1,200, and we see more than 3,000 outpatient per day. It's too many, and actually, and we have nearly 3,500 staff members in our institution. Well, another workplace is JQ, Japan Council for Quality Healthcare, based in Tokyo. As I said earlier on, I also work in Kyushu University Hospital in the city of Fukuoka, so I flip and flop on the two workplaces between two cities. And I commute by air. It takes 1 hour and 30 minutes. And here you see the line JQ was originally founded in 1995 to launch hospital accreditation, and during the following decades, JQ was successful in expanding the lineup to include the national reporting and learning system of medical institutions such as hospital and clinic, community pharmacy, and the dental clinic. And the next one is the compensation system for birth injury. It is called cerebral palsy. We provide monetary compensation and investigation report, and we carry out a preventive action to prevent cerebral palsy from happening. And I'm proudly say that this project has been highlighted in other countries such as United Kingdom and Malaysia and Italy, etc., etc. So I was invited a couple of times to deliver a lecture, and I met experts, researchers, and even minister of health in those countries. And then what is most important is that we work with patient representative and family representatives. The presence of them surely enhanced the confidence and the trust in our project, in our society. Well, in the year of 2000 and around, devastating medical accident, including malpractice cases, took place one after another in prestigious university medical center and community hub hospitals in my country. For instance, what happened in the case number one is that it happened in Yokohama City University Hospital. And what happened is that two patients were mixed up during surgery, and the wrong organs, heart of patient X and the lung of patient Y, were operated. Those patients were switched. Accordingly, those organs were switched. And let me skip other three cases, but I'd like to say that in the year of 2000 and onward, we observed a rapidly growing concern on patient safety in our society. Well, in order to mitigate huge anxiety, mounting anxiety in my society on patient safety, the government issued a holistic policy on patient safety in 2002. It comprises four big parts, such as citizens' role, manufacturers' role, healthcare providers' role, government's role, and it stated that healthcare providers should need to embed in-hospital reporting and the learning system, and it goes through a hospital accreditation. And the government was required to launch National Incident Reporting and Learning System in this holistic policy. Well, yeah, here you see different type of reporting and learning system or system like the reporting and learning system in place in my country. And this one, and the red one, and the last one are the systems that JQ has been running. And this investigation system is run by different organizations where I work as a committee member. And here you see multiple types of reporting and learning system because the original reporting and learning system was really successful and has been very successful. So initially, I thought that this original system would fail within 3 years because no director of medical institution wouldn't report their case to JQ. However, there was a growing amount of anxiety and concern on patient safety in my country, and for other reasons, the system has been very successful. Observing the success, the government and the JQ made a decision of proliferating equivalent system targeting different medical institutions and different clinical field, one after another. Well, at this moment, I'd like to touch on who is PMDA and what PMDA does. PMDA is the government agency defined by law, And it has 5 initiatives in place for safe use of pharmaceuticals and medical devices. Number 1, review and approval of new products. And number 2, which is I think most important, is post-marketing product safety. So they have a side effect and adverse event reporting system in PMDA. In other words, this system is sort of a vigilance system under the relevant acts. And number 3, adverse effect relief service. They pay money for a patient who undergoes serious side effects of the products approved. And number 4, advancement of regulatory science on novel pharmaceutical products and medical devices. Dialogues with the experts, human resource exchange research projects with the university or research institutions, and international activities to ensure harmonization of regulation with other countries. And once again, I would like to say that the PMDA is collecting the cases like side effects or adverse events closely related to the products they approved. Well, I said that PMDA collects data under the government regulation under the law. So here you see the two different laws. One is the Act on Securing Quality, Efficacy, and Safety of Products, including pharmaceuticals and medical devices. It's a very long title. And when you look at the Article 68.10 and 2, it reads out that medical professionals shall report side effects to the Minister of Health. And here you see another law, which is called the Immunization Act. This is a very short title. And if you look at the Article 12.1, it says that medical professionals shall report symptoms specified in ministerial ordinance linked to the immunization to the Minister of Health. So under those laws, the medical professionals report those data to PMDA on mandatory basis in my country. Well, with this slide, I would like to give you a rough idea of what is reported to PMDA and what is reported to JQ. And the product-related event is reported through vigilance reporting system to PMDA. Under the Act of on Securing Quality, Efficacy, and Safety Products, including pharmaceutical and medical devices, and Immunization Act. And the human error-related event on cares, procedures, product, device use is reported to JQ through our reporting and learning system. But please note that because medical professionals likes to report to a private organization like JQ rather than government agency or government itself. JQ's reporting and learning system has been collecting wide variety of adverse event, near-miss event, some of which are closely related to products. So with this slide, I'd like to talk about the data that PMDA works with. And as I said, the JQ's reporting and learning system receives a wide variety of data. So PMDA relies on our data together with the data they collect directly from medical institutions and manufacturers. And as people like to report to private organization like JQ, so we have a lot of data. And what is important is that we disclose all the data on our website with identifiers like hospital name, name of medical professionals deleted. So those those elements are deleted, but we disclose other data on our website. So PMDA is able to download our data. So they work with JQ's data together with the data they collect, and they work with those data to produce PMDA alert if needed, and if necessary, they report urgent issue to the ministry, and the ministry issues advisory to manufacturers and retailers, and takes other actions to respond to urgent issues. So this is how the system works for all the product safety. Well, so here I would like to focus on JQ's National Reporting and Learning System with this slide. The JQ system collects adverse events as well as near-miss events. And some hospitals, such as university hospitals, national and private, and national hospitals, uh, uh, are subject to reporting under the government regulation, and we also welcome hospitals who voluntarily enrolled in our system and report adverse event and near-miss event. And we have a web-based reporting and learning reporting system composed of coding field and text field. And the adverse event and the near-miss event arrives at our database. And if the data, if the reporting lacks important information, we visit hospitals on voluntary basis to fill in the gap. And then we have never been rejected by hospitals because it's a voluntary system, and we are private organization, not a government organization. We are not authorized to punish the hospital. So people like private organizations, and then. We work with the expert and the patient representatives to run this system, and we produce a periodical report such as annual report and quarterly report, monthly alert, which is so popular, and database, and we provide a training course where medical professionals learn root cause analysis and other analytical method on incident. And our products are open to the public on our website. So anybody, not only in my country, but also in your country and other countries, can have access to our product, including database. So in order to continue my talk on National Reporting and Learning System, I needed to stress that our national system is based on institutional institutional reporting and learning system. The reporting and learning system is mandated in every medical institution, such as hospital and clinic. In my country under the government regulation. So I'd like to briefly touch on reporting and learning system at the institutional level, such as the system in my hospital, from the next slide onward. Well, I would like to go briefly on my talk about the reporting and learning system at the institutional level, in other words, in my hospital. What you see here is the staff structure of patient safety management in my hospital. Because I'm working in University Medical Center, we must have Chief Patient Safety Officer in a position like a deputy director in my hospital. This is mandatory. And now currently I'm in a position of Chief Patient Safety Officer, as well as the divisional director of Patient Safety Division. And we work with nurses, dentists, and pharmacists. and most of them work on full-time basis, and only dentists work on part-time basis. And we have 40 departments and divisions, and there are 2 risk managers, precisely speaking, 1 risk manager and 1 sub-risk manager. We have 80 to 100 risk managers and sub-risk managers in my hospitals, and we work together, and we get together in risk manager meeting on monthly basis. Well, what you see here is the classification of incident by duration degree of harm. It ranges from 0 to 5. 5 corresponds to the fatal case, and 0 corresponds to the case in which there was no harm. And we particularly focus on 3B, level 3B, and beyond, because those cases comes with serious consequences in patient. So we need to swiftly report those cases of 3B and over to the patient safety division and even director of the hospital. Well, this is a slide to tell you about internal reporting flow and relevant committee or meeting in my hospitals. And when incident of degree 3B or beyond takes place, staff involved swiftly report to risk manager and the risk manager report to patient safety division. And my staff in the division try to clarify the details of the case as possible and as we can and as fast as we can, and we report temporary details to a hospital director. It takes half an hour and to a couple of hours, and then if the case with the degree with the consequence degree of 0 to 3A takes place, the hospital staff involved basically report on the web, and it takes time. And those cases do not go to hospital director because the consequence is just a mild one or no consequence. And then some cases there are some cases which needs further deliberation. So we have a wide range of committee and meetings to produce corrective action, to deliberate possible probable cause. And there is a committee in which we discuss if the case is negligent. If it is negligent, we need to pay damage payment swiftly to patient and family, and we need to apologize them. So we have variety of the committees to deal with the cases depending on the nature of the case. Well, this is a slide to tell you about monthly reporting statistics in my hospital. As you see here, we collect 350 to 400 incidents from my staff on monthly basis. This year we are collecting 400 to 450 cases, so the incident reporting is still increasing in my hospital. So we welcome the increase in the number of incident reporting because it ensures the transparency in my hospital, and it means a growing safety culture in my hospital. Okay, I have just come back to the same slide which describes a National Reporting and Learning System of JQ. Let's continue to talk about the details of National Reporting and Learning System. And here you see the number of institutions and the breakdown of according to the registration pattern. Some report adverse event, some report a near miss event, and some report both of them. Some report on mandatory basis and some report on voluntary basis. Now we have nearly 4,000 medical institutions, including hospital, clinic, and dental clinic, enrolled in our system. If we focus only on hospital, we have 1,500 or 1,006 or 700 hospitals out of 8,000 hospitals in my country. I said 1,500, 600, 700. You might want to know whether the figure is big or small. I would say it is small because the total number of hospital is 8,000. So the 1,500, 600, 700 just accounts for as part of the hospital. However, looking at this table, you can say that most of the hospitals in my country is small or mid-sized hospital, whereas only less than 1,000 hospitals are big. So in that regard, I would say again that 1,500, 600, 700 is a big number, accounting for the majority of big hospital in my country. So I would like to emphasize again that our national reporting and learning system are really effective and significant, joined by a large size hospital in my country. And here you see the trajectory of the adverse event reporting to JQ. Last year, we observed the record number of adverse event reporting on annual basis. And here you see the gradual increase in the number of adverse event to JQ, reported to JQ. So, so people say, and as well as I say, the reporting system was welcomed and has been welcomed and has been embedded in our healthcare system in our country. So national and private university medical centers are participants of our reporting and learning system, and they report a lot to JQ. So I would say that university medical centers are drivers in our reporting and learning system. And the National University Hospital forms Alliance for Patient Safety called the Japan National University Hospital Alliance on Patient Safety, dubbed as JANUHA. And we hold annual congress, and we periodically hold regional conferences as well. And here you see the group photo of Jennifer PS. And here you see the posters on WHO World Patient Safety Day, which people are holding and showing. So as seen here, we are united and we work together for patient safety as a leading hospitals in my country. Okay, I showed the steady rise in the number of external reporting to JQ. So here you see the list I made on the successful operation, successful reporting of our national reporting and learning system. As I said initially, I thought that the system would end within 3 years because no one wants to report to JQ. But it was successful, probably because of strict adherence to no blame and anonymity nature in operation by JQ. We promised to medical institutions that We do not blame medical professionals. We do not blame medical institutions, and we work with data in anonymous condition. And number two, repeated call for registration through a series of lectures across Japan. And just before launch of the national reporting system, I made 20 to 30 lectures annually. I did that because I was very young, but now I'm getting old, so I'd like to travel across my country to deliver 20 to 30 rounds of lectures on this system. However, I successfully made very frequent and many lectures at the time, and it probably enlightened significantly medical professionals in large-sized hospital, including university medical centers. And number three, feedback to medical professionals with helpful products such as monthly alerts, periodical reports, and database. I'm going to describe details of those products later on. But I would like to emphasize that feedback is quite important for successful reporting and learning system. And there, number four, there was a huge pressure on medical institutions for registration by media and patient family and lawyers. This was really effective, and this is still effective, as you can say. And number five, guidance instruction by local government through annual or regular inspections. So we have 40-something local governments in my country, and they visit mainly large-sized hospital, but occasionally, for instance, once in 3 years, small and small hospital and clinic. And then the local government encouraged medical institutions to participate in the national reporting and learning system, ensuring that the participation and the reporting are not linked to disciplinary action, punishment, penalty imposed by local government or central government. And last but not the least, enhance the transparency by providing data for practical and research use to healthcare funds and research institutions, etc., and industries as well. Okay, and this is one of the feedback. So the transparency is quite important. Well, this describes the workflow in JQ in the division of this system in JQ. We collect reporting from medical institutions, and then we conduct a numerical analysis as well as thematic analysis, and we published periodical report, quarterly report, and the annual report, including thematic analysis and the thematic analysis of recurrent event. And we also publish monthly alert, which is so popular in my country. So let's take a look at the contents of annual report and quarterly report. It encompasses outline of the system. This is a long description. And then it also includes numerical analysis such as tables, many tables, and the thematic analysis. It is really narrative. We have taken up so far 260 themes and 260 new themes, as well as 140 themes of recurrent case. And we have so far published 78 quarterly reports and 19 annual reports. It's a huge volume. It's a huge achievement. Well, here you see the list of analytical themes. So in the recent report, we picked up analytical themes: ready-to-use drugs at patient ward without pharmacist jurisdiction. Ready-to-use drugs means sedatives, potassium chloride, and strong narcotics, etc., etc. it's really helpful for emergent situation. However, it's risky because it's not under the jurisdiction of pharmaceutical department. Similarly, we picked up wrong prescription at transition of care, i.e. admission and discharge, wrong ventilation procedure for patient with tracheostomy, overdose medication of insulin, wrong connection of needle-free connector that I'm going to talk about later on, and mishandling of practice use self-injection device, and incident related to double-check confirmation by staff. So let's take a look at content of our thematic analysis, which is titled Wrong Connection of Needle-Free Connector. But please allow me to go over very quickly. It includes preface, selecting method of the incidents related to the theme, incidents on yearly basis, and the location of incidents, i.e. patient ward, etc., department of incidents, i.e. cardiovascular surgery department, etc., etc. So this is a clinical department of incidents. Okay, and the career years of staff involved in the department and in entire years of the same person. You know that if staff joins in the department, the career year is 0 in the department, but he or she may have a long career. Okay, and the consequences on patient's condition, brand name of connectors involved, types of errors, i.e. wrong choice of a connector, wrong handling of connectors. And we also include individual incident comprising what happened, why happened, and how to prevent, what type of corrective action was taken. And then we like to include a pictorial reference like this. And here you see the photo of a needle-free connector. And here is the pictorial diagram. Here you see the needle-free connector. Normally, it attaches both tubes. This tube on your left goes to the infusion bottle, and the tube on your right goes to patient. And the staff need to detach this part pointed by a blue arrow. However, the staff wrongly detached at this site pointed by red arrow. So finally, the air got in into the tube, and it causes air embolism in patient. And we include tables of probable causes produced by individual cases reported from medical institutions, and similarly we include table of corrective actions. And we also include relevant education materials such as JQ's monthly alert. For instance, here you see the JQ's monthly alert, which is closely related to the theme of this analysis. The title of this monthly alert is shown here: air embolism caused by wrong removal of central venous line connector. So our thematic analysis contains a lot of information and data which is really helpful to the medical professionals. Well, I'd like to talk about monthly alert, particularly contents included in monthly alert with this slide. There are only 2 pages, so that medical professionals will would quickly refer to our alert. On page 1, logo, title, key statement are included, and I like to mention the table or illustration shown here for better understanding. We like to include a pictorial diagram or illustration or cartoon. And on page 2, what you see here is the case presentation, two cases. And we like to encompass preventive measure or corrective actions taken in individual institutions for reference to other medical institutions. And if appropriate, our experts produce comments at this part. Well, we have produced more than 200 monthly alerts so far. Our challenge, our agenda is how to display those monthly alerts effectively to medical professionals. So we devised two different way of displaying our monthly alerts from two different viewpoints, such as general types of event and the clinical or procedural types of event. Well, here you see the first type of display, which is called the general types of event. And we just classify medication, blood transfusion, surgery, surgical care, medical device, drainage tubes, laboratory tests, nursing care, other cares, and others. And we display our monthly alert depending on the classifications. Well, we recently launched another type of display. It is called clinical types of events or procedural types of events. And we have titles such as patient's fault, transfer of patient, which includes 7 alerts. Similarly, dermal burn containing 7 cases, 7 alerts, contradictory drug and agent and allergic reaction 6, insulin 6, pediatric incident 6. If you are interested in pediatric incident, you just click this button. These are buttons with illustration. Okay, and the surgery holding 16, infusion pump, syringe pump 7, mechanical ventilation 10, pathological test 5, MRI scan 6, prescription 9, anti-cancer agent 5. As we produce more monthly alert, we like to add more titles in this display. So you might not want to know how our monthly alert is spreading across medical institution in my country, or you might want to know how medical institutions makes use of JQ's alert. So in order to talk about the penetration of JQ's monthly alert, this slide tells you about the agenda of risk manager meeting in August this year. The agenda is mostly similar in other meetings related to patient safety in my hospital, such as patient safety committee or divisional meeting of patient safety, and as well as risk manager meeting shown here. Okay, there are many agendas, but please note that agenda 10 is related to JQ's monthly alert number 213. Well, this is a slide to show you the meeting document in risk manager meeting in August this year. Here you see JQ's monthly alert. So in this way, the JQ's alert is shared among risk managers who later on share a meeting document with staff on the front line of medicine. And all in this way, the JQ's material, JQ's monthly alert, and as well as thematic analysis and periodical reports are shared shared among medical professionals on the front line of medicine. So so those products are penetrating to the front line of medical institutions in my country. Okay, this is the photo of patient safety committee. I'm here. And then this is a photo of risk manager meeting joined by a little bit less than 100 risk manager and sub-risk managers from all the department and divisions in my hospital. And I am a chair of the risk manager meeting on monthly basis. Well, as I said earlier on, we have database of adverse event and near-miss event on our website. And if you arrive at the database, you can choose adverse event or near-miss event or both of them, and you can choose type of events, and you can enter the keyword such as dialysis. And here you see the nearly 2,000 adverse events related to dialysis are matched. And you can browse individual cases by clicking it. And then what is unique, what is interesting is that you can download those cases of your interest onto your computer in 3 different formats, such as XML, PDF, CSV, for your just for your reference or for your practice and or for your research, etc., etc. Well, not only medical professionals but also manufacturers likes to look at our database because their products may be involved in individual incident. So here you see alerting documents, alerting materials issued jointly by 2 different companies such as Taiho Pharma and Pfizer Incorporation because their products were involved or in adverse event or near miss event. And the document cites our reporting system targeting hospital, clinic, and pharmacies. So our system and our database is really helpful for patient safety. And the title of this alerting document is shown here, Mixed Up Prescription of Sound-alike Medications, Loicon and Loicovolin. Those sounds really similar to me. And but the how it works is quite different. Loicon is a drug for leukocytopenia, and the loicovolin is a calcium folinate, and which it is a drug to neutralize the immediate toxic effects of folic acid antagonists such as methotrexate, which is an anti-cancer drug. So those two drugs are quite different in terms of how it works, but the brand name sounds very similar. So in the next page, 2 companies jointly deliver messages. It results in a way that we suggest that you type loiko or loikovo instead of loiko on ordering or prescription. Please note that 3-character typing is the norm in my country, so we normally type just a loiko, but loiko is shared among 2 different products. So these 2 companies suggest that we should type loicon or loicovo to prevent sound like drug error from happening. Well, this is just a second example of alerting materials issued by Astellas Pharma. The title is Betanis, their products, their brand name. Comes in long-acting form. It can neither be splitted, neither be crushed, nor chewed. Because pharmacodynamics greatly changes if people split, crush, and chew. So this document also cited our reporting and learning system and the individual case. This is just a second example. To be very honest, for the monthly alert number 158, we produced monthly alert related to the same incident. The title was Administration of Sustained Release Preparation in ground up form. And this pictogram describes the structure and the content of the drug, which lasts very long. So, and we warned that the medical professional should not crush or crush, split, or chew those products. Our database is helpful not only to medical professionals and manufacturers, but also to researchers. And one day, Dr. Won Sui, she is originally from Hong Kong, came to me and we began collaborative research. And in the research, we attempted to develop AI model that produces structured database on medication error. Here you see manually structured data of medication error. For instance, 2 is the dosage, 5 milligram is the strength, prednisone is a drug name, and 2 times per day is a frequency, 3 days a duration of the prescription, etc., etc. And looking at the dosage, we can distinguish intended and actually administered amount, and intended but not administered amount, and not intended and actually administered amount. We distinguish these three different amounts. These elements, these idea and elements are embedded in structured data. And this is our strategy to develop AI model to produce named entity recognition database dataset related to medication error. In the first step, it is called the pre-training phase. Our model it is called BART. It's really powerful, and latest AI model is pre-trained with the general Japanese words from Wikipedia and Twitter. And then in the second step, the BERT, the AI model, is fine-tuned with BERT plus rule-based method, which includes huge data of the technical terms of dispensing or prescription, huge data of brand name of and the generic name of pharmaceutical products. And in the final step, we again fine-tunes the BART AI model with a perfectly annotated data. We call it the gold standard data, and the BART first understand the text data of gold standard data, and then BART annotated individual words, and if it fails, we correct with gold standard data. And finally, the fine-tuned BART worked very well. And what the AI model BART has produced is the table shown here. This table corresponds to only one incident report related to medication error, and the Monday is a date, and the levofloxacin, which is a drug, and aminocycline is a drug. So this is the data produced by our AI model, and it's really accurate and precise. So we evaluated the accuracy and preciseness of our AI model, and it is very helpful and practical. Well, now you know that we have developed a large set of data of national named entity recognitions. So this data set is will help in the future in extracting look-alike, sound-alike drug or incident on specific product for specific drug like opioid and more. And the machine annotator will help electronic health record to extract medication errors without reporting by medical professionals. And so medical professionals will save time for reporting in the future. And the methodology will help in annotating other human factors that cause error, i.e. fatigue or distraction. Now we don't have these elements in our data set, but we believe that it will be possible in the future. Well, at this point, I would like to share the message described in our scientific paper in this slide. Incident reports are often proprietary data and are not shared publicly. This open annotated data set generated using real-life incident reports has been translated into English for users in other countries. This serves as a valuable and unique resource for systematic studies of medication errors around the world. So here at this point, I'd like to come back to the question on why we were successful in developing AI annotator. This is just because we disclose individual cases on our database. So I would like to stress that the transparency and the disclosure is a powerful idea to extend our scientific research and eventually safer care in the future. Well, this is a media coverage on Japanese company X-Wizard, who developed AI system for PMDA to classify huge number of data PMDA is collecting. It is said that this company made use of our database. Well, this is a slide I talked about earlier on when I described the data that a PMDA collects. And they have a lot of data from medical institutions, manufacturers, as well as JQ. So they need to classify roughly in step one to pick up specific cases that they need to work on further. The AI is now working for the first step classification. Well, okay, I'm going to talk about another two types of reporting and learning system targeting pharmacy and the dental clinic in the next slide. Well, here you see the overview of the pharmaceutical reporting and learning system initiated in 2008. And the element working in the system is quite similar to the element working in original reporting and learning system, and the products are looks like the same. And what is different is that obviously we collect incident case, near miss case in this system, near miss case which takes place in community pharmacies. In addition, we also collect incident near miss case, which takes place in hospital or clinic, which is a case of questionable or wrong prescription. I would like to talk about when error happens in relation to prescription and medication therapy in the next slide. Well, this slide tells you about how the drug is prescribed and delivered to patient and family. The patient visit the hospital and clinic, and they are prescribed by physician with some medication. And the prescription is still works in documentary basis. It's a paper, and the patient visits community pharmacy with prescription sheet. And what a pharmacist in community pharmacies does is that the pharmacist reviews the prescription and dispense medication and audit dispense the medication, and if everything is okay, pharmacist deliver it to patient and family. However, if there is a question on prescription sheet or there is a obvious wrong medication on prescription sheet, the pharmacist call doctors on the phone to clarify doctor's intention on questionable prescription. So the error could happen during dispensing, audit, review, and deliver, as well as prescription issued by physicians in hospital and clinic. So we collect all the types of errors in this pharmaceutical reporting and learning system. Well, I said that the pharmacist in community pharmacy occasionally clarify doctor's intention on questionable prescription. This clarification is quite important, and it's totally inconsistent with the government latest policy of the government. The policy is called Pharmacy Vision for Patient, issued by Ministry of Health. So in the past, the pharmacy plays a role mainly focusing on products. So I say their role was product-oriented jobs such as reception and filling of filing of prescription sheet, dispensing, recording of relevant data on medication envelope, issuance of invoice, etc., etc. And the patient-centered jobs was not much. And but in the future, we expect pharmacists in community pharmacists to play a vital role for patient-centered care, and in such a way that they inspect questionable prescription to remove duplication, contraindicated combination of drug, etc., etc. And we expect them to clarify physician's intention on questionable prescription, as I said in the previous slide, and they provide careful guidance of administration to patient. It's sort of an education. And home visit management of medication therapy would be a role of pharmacist. Feedback of side effects and compliance to physician. Proposal of preferred prescription. Inventory control at individual level, individual patient level. This part, patient-centered jobs, would expand. In contrast, product-oriented jobs should shrink with the help of technology. Well, this slide tells you about the number of registered pharmacies in our pharmaceutical reporting and learning system. Here, in this year of 2018, we observed soar of the number of registered pharmacies. What happened in this year and around is shown here. The government linked the participation to some of the items paid by a public insurance system. So it is a financial incentive to community pharmacies when they enrolled in this reporting and learning system. So we have now so far enrolled 47,000 pharmacies out of 60,000 in my country. Well, I said that clarification of questionable prescription is an important role of pharmacists in community pharmacy. So the pharmacists nowadays like to report cases related to classification that accounts for nearly 80% of reported population. Well, in our pharmaceutical reporting and learning system, also publish periodical report twice a year, and in the latest report, we include the thematic analysis, similar to the thematic analysis in the original reporting and learning system. The first title is Recently Registered Drug in Public Healthcare Insurance, Monjaro Subcutaneous Injection Ateos, which is a drug for diabetes mellitus, and the Glaralpha Combination Ophthalmic Solution, which is an eye drop for glaucoma. So I think you agree with the idea that a new drug comes with error just because people are not very much familiar with them. And then the next title is Clarification and Information Sharing by Pharmacists through Clinical Guidelines of Physician's Intention on the Prescription. So the community pharmacy, a pharmacist in community pharmacy referred to clinical guidelines, and the pharmacist clarified questionable prescription. That's what happened in this thematic analysis. And I would like to skip other titles, but please note that we published regularly the report, including thematic analysis, and we deliver it to the pharmacist in community pharmacy. Well, each periodical report includes thematic analysis that comes with materials like this. It looks like monthly alert, but it doesn't come on monthly basis, but it comes every 6 months in a periodical report. And the title shown here is the Clarification and Information Sharing by Pharmacists through Clinical Guidelines of Physician's Intention on Prescription. And probably there was a questionable prescription issued by a physician, and the pharmacist identified it, and the pharmacist attempted to clarify it. It includes case as presentation and as well as probable causes, corrective actions taken at the pharmacy, and other cases as well. And in the last part, we include points for safe medication therapy in such a way that a reference to clinical guidelines and a wide range of relevant knowledge on auditing dispensed medication is helpful in delivering appropriate medication therapy to patient. Latest edition of the guidelines are referred as they update very frequently. And its vital role for pharmacists in team-based care to share latest knowledge on medication therapy with physicians in charge of prescription and other professionals. Those are messages. Okay, this is the latest, newest reporting and learning system targeting dental clinic. And what is unique about this reporting and learning system is to collect dental near miss related to wide variety of dental devices such as turbine, engine, ultrasonic sonic scaler, dental bar, dental vacuum, etc., etc. And we also collect unique cases closely related to dental technology. And so I'd like to focus on the cases like that in my presentation. First, I'd like to say that similar to pharmaceutical reporting and learning system, the central government provided financial incentive to dental clinics who enrolled in our reporting and learning system, so that we have seen rapidly increasing number of registered dental clinics. We have 66,000 dental clinics in my country, and we have so far enrolled 11,000. Well, this pie chart describes the type of dental incident and the rate of those incidents. And I'd like to focus on the incident related to dental device. An incident related to dental device probably is included in tissue injury or other than tooth, or damage to tooth, and foreign body retention or migration because it often breaks down. Well, we launched the reporting system last year, and we recently published the first report, and we recently published the first material like this. It looks like a monthly alert of original reporting and learning system. The title result: falling of bar in oral cavity. And what happened is that what happened is explained by the illustration shown here. The bar, this part, small part, suddenly came off the turbine. And then immediately after that, dentist and the assistant worked cooperatively to turn the head of the patient to the side so that patient won't wrongly swallow it. So it tells us that bar could be detached, could come off the turbine when it is not tightly attached to the turbine. Well, I acknowledge that I'm getting to the end. I'm getting close to the end of my talk. Last but not the least, I'd like to touch on briefly the WHO Global Patient Safety Action Plan, which was adopted in 2021 at the WHO Assembly. And it is composed of 7 elements. And in relation to number 6, information research and risk management. Well, WHO aims at spreading patient safety incident reporting and the learning system across member countries. And what is highlighted in this 7 times 5 equals to 35 metrics are shown here. For instance, patient safety standard regulation and accreditation, World Patient Safety Day campaign, and safety risk prone clinical procedures, patient safety incident disclosure to victims, patient safety in professional education and training. And in the year of 2024, the first global patient report was published to follow up the 10-year plan, Global Patient Safety Action Plan. It revealed that only 20% of member countries carries educational curriculum, including patient safety subject, and only 1/3 of member countries are running incident reporting system at national level, and 31% of member countries have system in which never event or sentinel event like a patient mix-up is reported. Well, in the first global report, there is a page on Thailand's experience on launching reporting and learning system. So the Thailand says that in 2016 inspired by a WHO consultation and Japan's reporting system experience, which I am now describing. The Institute initiated a platform with 80 hospitals to prototype a reporting and learning system and conducting a self-assessment identifying the need for a national system as a priority. And later on, the Thailand launched a full-fledged national reporting and learning system. I really like this part of this report. So here you see the synthesis of my talk. Japan underwent a desperate medical accident and it highlighted the reporting and learning system, and the JQ launched the national system subsidized by the government in 2004, and we grow the lineup of the reporting and learning system covering the pharmacy and dental clinic. Okay, and the key element of success are no blame, culture, anonymity principle, pressure by media, transparency, and accountability. And research on analyzing incidents with AI, artificial intelligence, is now underway thanks to the publicly available database. I'll stop my talk at this point. This is all I have on my end. So thank you for listening. I'm happy to take questions.
Thank you. It's
Okay.
Professor Sin Usiro.
Thank you.
I see here you have answered all of the questions already.
Yes, I did.
Yes. It's nice to have the recorded so you can answer it very quickly.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yes, one doctor who raised her hand. Please, siapa
Ada
tadi?
yang mau langsung silakan tunjuk tangan.
Tadi
Yang ditulis sudah jawab semua ya.
Rosmawati who has raised her hand, but please.
Maaf, Dokter Hani.
Yuk.
Saya bertanya, maaf.
Ya, silakan masuk.
Ya,
Bahasa
mohon
Indonesia
maaf.
boleh?
Kenapa?
Boleh pakai bahasa Indonesia, Bu. Silakan nanti diterjemahkan oleh.
Enggak. Tadi saya ada yang ditanya tapi saya enggak. Itu enggak jelas gitu.
Ya, so tanya lagi sekarang. You can ask if you ask in Indonesian, we can translate it for you.
Yes.
Belum barangkali Dokter Hani.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
Who's going to ask? Unfortunately.
Okay, I would like to ask.
Okay, Dr. Nico, please.
Professor Usiro, thank you for the presentations. Your presentation up to details. Very good. And now I would like the macro system. Hospital association. I noted that there is a university hospital alliance. Do you have a private hospital alliance or one organization for the whole hospital, or what in Japan?
Okay. Thank you for your question. In my country, there are many hospital groups. For instance, I just mentioned university hospital group, and as you said, we have a couple of private hospital or associations, such as the one which is composed of large hospital. Another one is only composed of small and mid-sized hospital. Another one is very, very small hospital groups. And we also have national hospital groups, different from National University Hospital Alliance. In order to make our reporting and learning system under the government regulation successful, we worked together at the beginning of the reporting and learning system.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, over to you.
The second question is about the reporting system for the patient safety. Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned GK is a private institution.
Mhm.
You have a national reporting learning system. That
Yes.
means it belongs to GK. And
Mhm.
what about the government agency? What
Yes.
about the government agency? Yes.
Okay. Yes,
Bisa,
you're
bisa.
right. You're right. JQ is a private organization.
Yeah.
However, JQ provides many national projects, as I shown in project line of JQ. So people call JQ quasi public organization, semi-public organization. And the reporting and learning system is established under the government regulation, and the government provides a subsidiary budget, and the JQ gets subsidiary budget, and the JQ run the national reporting and learning system, because we are semi public organizations. And if the government runs the national reporting and learning system, hospital do not want to report, because the government is an authority to penalize hospitals and medical professionals. So in other words, the medical professionals and the institution do not like government, but people, medical professionals, like private organization like JQ, so they report a lot. JQ is not authorized to penalize hospitals. Okay.
But there's data to the government agency also, data incident data to government.
Yes, you are talking about the government agency. Yes, there is a government agency,
Okay.
but it only focusing on products, pharmaceutical products, medical device products, and they are not focusing on human error.
Okay. So I wonder, so that the data on human error is in one hand, yeah, in one agency.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we disclose all the data on our website, so everybody, including government agency and government, can use it. But no names of hospital, no names of medical professional.
Yeah, anonymity and no blame. Yeah, no blame.
Exactly, exactly. Great. Yeah.
Now, about the PMDA, yeah, Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Agency,
Yes,
they are separate, but their report, they get the report only for medical device.
medical device and pharmaceutical products.
Pharmaceutical product.
Yes.
Is the two data, data pharmaceutical product device and human error, can it be in one analysis? You have thematical analysis, you have numerical analysis.
We JQ do not have data of PMDA, but the PMDA can get our data, because we disclose data on the web. They download our data and they combine their data with our data, and in PMDA, government agency, they analyzed with those data.
Yeah, I mean is that if the data is analyzed in one system, then it could be giving feedback to the hospitals.
Yes, yes. So far we work separately, but from this year, I'd like to talk about our monthly alert. We JQ and the PMDA began to jointly issue monthly alert related to pharmaceutical products and medical device. We published twice this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next question, I'm sorry, I have more questions. Yeah. You use adverse event and near miss. You do not use sentinel events, yeah? Sentinel events. Do you also use that?
Well, in my country, we do not often use sentinel event,
Okay.
Probably adverse event includes sentinel events.
Okay.
Yes.
Grade 4 ya. Grade 4
Yeah.
I think it's the
Kan
sentinel.
itu injury. Jadi
Yeah.
you have a table of a degree of injury. Yeah, you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now
we also have classification related. We also have classification including sentinel event like foreign body retain
Okay.
in during surgery.
Now my last question is,
Yes.
what is your concern of the WHO International Classification for Patient Safety? They have about 13 or 15 types of incident.
Okay. Well, at present, we have nothing to do with the WHO classification. We believe that we have established a more detailed classification. So maybe we work independently from the classification developed by WHO. However, the other procedure, other methodologies are really helpful for WHO to spread the reporting and learning system among member countries. So I was once invited by WHO to deliver education and training in the government of Maldives.
Okay.
So maybe I will have many more roles in WHO's project in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I share one slide
Sure.
for you? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
No worry.
It's already there? No?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll try again.
Okay.
Just one slide. Yes, I make a slideshow.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you can see it.
Karen, Pak.
You could
Slide.
see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
This is from the ICPS, International Classification for Patient Safety.
Okay.
What are your comments? There are certain types of incident. And inside, for instance, there are problem. Process problem for the first type, clinical administration. The second type, and what's so I just wonder if you use also this classification, or you have also of course your own classification. Yeah.
Yes, we have our own classification,
Okay.
but most of them are shared in this slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think thank you for the answer.
Thank you very much for your question. Thank you. It's really helpful.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, anybody else who wants to raise your hand? If not, I will ask you some questions.
Yes.
You said that government gives some money to GQ.
Exactly.
So it's not really independent because you got money from the government.
Yeah. In that sense, it's not very much independent. However, the JQ's business is the reporting and learning system only accounts for small part of JQ's business. So yes, we get subsidiary budget from the government, but we can run the system without the government budget. So and the government does not request anything for us, and the government does not come to our office to identify institution and professionals. In that sense, our system is relatively independent from the government. So we are really careful about the distance between JQ and the government.
And how do you raise the funds for for the organization? From factories or something?
Yes, we are running hospital accreditation. That is the biggest budget source for JQ. Yes.
Oh, how many accreditation organization do you have in Japan?
Well, I would say only one, only JQ. But a small number of hospitals are accredited by ISO and JCI, but not many.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And they pay for accreditation something.
exactly. Yeah.
They pay for the accreditation, or they pay yearly?
Well, they pay for accreditation.
Accreditation. Okay.
Yes, once in 5 years. Once in 5 years. Yes.
I see that you come to the hospitals if there are some problems, some sentinels or something. And this is just like not in the accreditation bodies, yeah, but maybe a patient safety survey or something like that to help the hospital to clarify.
Okay. If you are talking about our reporting and learning system, our visit to institution is just for patient safety, so it's not related to accreditation.
Oh yes, so good.
Yes.
Oh, so you have accreditation survey, you have a patient safety survey for cases.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and how many legalization do you have in Japan? I hear it's a lot of shoes to the hospital.
Well, I think the maybe 700 to 800 lawsuit underway every year in my country, but the trend is decreasing. So it was there was more 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but it's decreasing. We don't care about 700, 600, 700, 800. Not big one, not big number.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Somebody else to dare to ask here this one in chat? Maybe not yet because you are busy. Oh, Dr. Nico. Yeah, okay.
Could you send to the chat your degree of incident, injury degree? I would like to have the table from you. Could you send it, or send it to Hani?
The whole slide is we have.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I already shared.
Okay, thank you.
And the
You're welcome.
PowerPoint also we have also already. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, friends.
Yes.
It's very late we have 3 parts of Indonesia. The western side, this is Jakarta, and the eastern side is Papua. It's 1 hour later than Japan.
Okay.
You are.
So it's very late.
You are.
I think one question in a chat room from Mega Adrianto.
Mega Adrianto.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Validated the data that has been collected on what? Okay. We use root cause analysis, and we also use the famous analytical method on safety analysis, and yes, and then we produce table and chart, pictorial diagram, etc., etc. I hope I answered your questions.
Yeah.
And as I said, we have a web-based reporting system. So we have a computer program to produce table and pie chart instantly. So it's quite easy.
I have a comment. I saw in your slide on analysis with AI. Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting. You have to give some some files to the AI and then they analyze the case. Yeah, is that true?
We are still at the research level.
Okay.
But hopefully we will analyze our data through AI to quickly publish our outcome.
Okay.
And we are also thinking of sharing our AI model with medical institutions so that AI model would identify incidents in their electronic health record so that medical professionals would not spend a lot of time for reporting.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Good.
The last question for me.
Yeah.
We all know that a hospital is very unique in their culture, their communication, specific communication, etc. So some cases is similar from one hospital to another hospital, but the solutions is different sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that. So I respect to the difference and disparity particularly on corrective action among hospitals. So when we issue recommendations, we always note that this is recommendation is sort of an examples. So we do not urge medical professionals to produce or to implement only one actions. So we respect to the professional autonomy of medical professionals.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Prof. Ushiro, one more about electronic medical records.
Yes.
Is it compulsory in Japan?
No, not compulsory. So we still have a lot of hospitals who works on documentary basis, paperwork. Probably only 30% of hospitals have electronic health record because most of the hospitals are small or mid-sized hospital in my country.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's very late here already. Thank you for it. It's already very late there too.
I enjoyed very much with my Indonesian colleagues.
Yes, thank you very much. You are so kind to explain to us. It's a pity that our friends Ibu Yulia and Pak Masrial and is not present because you talk a lot about medication errors.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Sutoto, maybe?
Ya, Dr. Ani.
Ya. Pak Sutoto mau ada kata-kata penutupan?
Okay. Professor Sinusiro, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to you and for the exceptional presentation on the Japan National Reporting and Learning System. I think that your insight into Japan advanced system for reporting and learning have been truly remarkable. The depth of knowledge and expertise you share with us has provided valuable lesson and inspiration that will undoubtedly contribute to improving patient safety and healthcare quality within our system. Your ability to translate complex concept into actionable strategies is a testament to your exceptional skill and dedication. So thank you very much for you. And thank you to all the participants. I hope today's session has been as insightful and inspiring for you as it has been for me. Let us take the lesson and ideas shared by Professor Sinusiro and apply them in our effort to enhance patient safety and healthcare quality in our respective institutions. Let us continue to work together toward safer and better healthcare system. Thank you and I look forward to seeing you on our future session. Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you very much. I will come back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, and
Thank you very much.
good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
We
Bye-bye.
close it with our prayer first, Dr. Johnny, please.
Oh ya? Oke, baiklah. I'm sorry, Professor Sin. We make a prayer again as a closing
Yes, please.
meeting ya. Teman-teman sekalian, mari kita tutup pertemuan kita mengucapkan syukur pertemuan sudah berjalan lancar dan kita mendapatkan banyak sekali sharing ilmu dari Prof. Sin Usiro. Saya pimpin dengan cara Islam, mohon teman-teman yang selain Islam boleh menyesuaikan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan na'imin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan yuafi ni'ma yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu wa lakal syukru kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi azim sultani. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, puji syukur kami haturkan kehadirat-Mu karena kami telah menyelesaikan kegiatan knowledge sharing cars ini dengan lancar. Kami mendapatkan banyak pengetahuan dari Profesor Shin Usiro tentang kegiatan patient safety dan pelaporan adverse event di Jepang. Mudah-mudahan ilmu yang kami dapat kami laksanakan juga di Indonesia dalam rangka meningkatkan kesehatan, mutu pelayanan kesehatan di rumah sakit di seluruh Indonesia. Ya Allah, tunjuki kami selalu jalan yang lurus dan kami tetap berada di jalan yang lurus itu. Tunjukkan pula jalan yang salah dan kami hindarkan kami dari jalan yang salah. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin.
Dr. Joni, boleh kita foto rame-rame?
Ayo, foto-foto. Please
Take
open.
a picture.
Pak Indra,
Oke.
terus itu filenya ada di mana kalau yang perlu?
Ya,
Oke, foto.
Ya,
oke.
foto.
Siapa yang ambil?
Dedi, Pak Dr. Dedi.
Oke. Ada 5 layar nih.
Oh, di saya.
Ya.
Oke.
Siapa yang foto nih? Siapa yang foto?
Ya. Siapa yang foto?
Udah?
Dia mana nih?
Saya yang foto. Bentar.
Oke.
Bentar.
Picture taken.
Bentar. Ini kenapa jadi.
Oke, saya juga bisa ya. Tapi dah tunggu, sabar ya. Tetap posisi. Sekarang halaman kedua di tempat saya.
Page 2, foto. Page 2. And then page 3.
Page 3.